Hey there, good morning everyone. Tuesday, the 15th of August, 2023. This morning's devotional is a reading from Genesis chapter 39, reading verses 19 through to verse 21, and they read, When his master heard the story, his wife told him, saying, This is how your slave treated me. He burned with anger. Joseph's master took him and put him in prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined. But while Joseph was there in the prison, the Lord was with him. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. The life story of Joseph exemplifies unwavering patience and trust in God's plan, even in the face of adversity. Sold into slavery by his own brothers and eventually landed up in the household of Potiphar as a slave, he served with diligence and integrity. Yet, a false accusation by Potiphar's wife led him to be unjustly imprisoned, facing the harsh reality of confinement in a place reserved for the king's prisoners. I would encourage you to read Genesis chapter 39. It's quite an interesting story. So Joseph's patience during his time in prison is a testament to his unwavering trust in God. He did not allow bitterness or despair to take root in his heart. Instead, he continued to serve faithfully and relied on God's presence and favor to sustain him. In prison, God prepared Joseph for the fulfillment of his promises. Through Joseph's gift of interpreting dreams, God orchestrated events that would eventually lead him to a position of power and influence, second only to that of Pharaoh. Joseph's life journey should remind us of the words found in Psalm 37, verse 7, which read, Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. He exemplified this principle, waiting on God's timing and not being discouraged by setbacks or circumstances. Joseph understood that God was always at work, even in the most challenging of situations. The story of Joseph also teaches us that God's faithfulness is not dependent on our circumstances. His presence and favor go with us wherever we are, even in the darkest of places. And as we wait patiently for God's promises to unfold, let us anchor our hope in his unfailing love and his sovereign plan. My dear friends, out of this story we learn patience and perseverance in the face of opposition. But above all, we learn about remaining faithful to God and God's faithfulness and love toward us. May the Lord be with you. May he bless you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.